At the FayWhat Show, we want to introduce you to interesting people that are important to our LGBTQ plus community. Like this interview with the reigning emperor and empress of the Imperial Sun Court of all Florida, Eric Lipson and Leila Cox. Good morning, mi gente, and welcome to the FayWhat Show. Today we are joined by two amazing personalities. One is the first Imperial MOT, Tikkum Olam Sun Monarch representing Norton I, the Jewish self-proclaimed Emperor of the United States. His name is Eric Lipson. Another is the first Empress Latina Tropical Storm from Puerto Rico, Leila Cox. Welcome to the show, kids.
Hi.
I'm so happy to finally have you
I
here.
know.
How long have we been trying to do this interview? For
Oh my God.
months. Doing before Pride season. Remember
Yes.
we were up
It was
north.
before Pride because we saw you at Pride.
Right? Which Pride? We were up north for
Yeah.
Pride. Which one was it? It was
Lake
Worth.
Yes.
You know, I remember going to Lake Worth Pride and being. First of all, thank you for taking the time to be on the
You're
show.
welcome. Thank you for having us.
Of course. Are you kidding? I love you kids. Every time I see you out, like it doesn't matter how many people are around. Leila, Eric. So we saw you up there at Lake Worth, and it was during the time that Don't Say Gay was out. Which it still is. You know, school just started even down here, and it was drag bands, and it was how do we have prides with drag queens, and so they decided to change their parade, I guess, or cancel it. I can't remember. Do you kids remember?
They did not cancel the parade. We were actually in their parade.
Okay.
But they did not have performances.
Okay.
Yes.
And they also had it gated in, right?
Yes.
It was kind of fenced in
was
and then
fenced,
covered.
yes.
But it was a wonderful time, and it was a lot of fun, and a lot of people showed up and had a great time. Were you worried about these drag bands and all this crap during that time?
It was kind of scary, but I mean, we are together and we here for the community, and we went over there. We have fun. We've been us all around the Lilo. It was a Lilo's. I'm sorry. It was a Lilo's.
So we actually did a monthly show at Lake Worth at Lilo's. It's a bar on Lake Avenue. And they invited us to come every month to do an event. And they literally had to put up paper on their windows to allow us to perform. It was an emotional moment to have to be able to do. We were a little worried about, we couldn't see who was coming in.
Yeah.
You had to be 18 or over. That was when the band first started. And it was nerve-wracking.
I can only imagine.
Very concerning.
But the community
But you know what?
came,
We said
we have a show.
We're going to do it. We talked to the owner. He said, I've made precautions. I've talked to the community, and we want you here. And we showed up.
And that's a beautiful, and the community showed up for you as well, and that's the most important.
But before we keep going, Faye, we have something for you.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I love it. I love when we start
Imperial
like interviews with gifts. Okay.
Well, the Imperial Court
is very important.
It's about, it's not about the crown, but I mean, it represents us. So from now on, we're going to call you.
So we title everyone in our court
with a little title.
With a little title. So
Okay.
you get a
Reign.
campy title. So you are the Princess to Reign 5, FayWhat, Loud and Proud.
Yes!
This is your
So
pen.
you get a little pin.
Oh my God, it's beautiful.
And if you want to go out, just take a little one. Just something little.
I love it. Thank you
Maybe
so
for your
much.
Welcome to the family,
Luna.
Faye.
Oh my God.
See, Luna,
Luna's like, one is for me.
She has a pen.
I love you. Wow, I told you, see how she, wow, she loves crowns. She'll be all over it. Oh my goodness, thank you. Thank you so
welcome.
much. Wow, and I thought your crowns are gorgeous both, and my crown is
Thank you.
gorgeous. I feel
Yes.
like a queen.
Yes.
Tell us all about Imperial Sun Court, okay? Because I always, when I see you, I don't know whether to curtsy or to kiss your finger. Like I never know
Okay, so
exactly
you know
what to
this
do.
is all for fun. You know.
I'm aware.
Okay, so
okay?
it's
But
all camp and fun, and the Imperial Court system was founded in 1965.
Okay, where?
In San Francisco.
All
it's
right.
the oldest LGBTQ plus organization in the world.
Okay.
Okay, nothing else came before us. Jose Sarria was the founder of our organization. He was a World War II veteran and came back from the war and started doing drag at the Black Cat in San Francisco.
Okay.
And in 1961, yes, I do. Yes, I do.
She's like, I love San Francisco.
Yes. And so in 1961, he decided to run for election for the supervisor of elections or supervisor position in San Francisco, and was the first gay man to run for office.
Okay.
And he didn't win.
But he ran.
But he did it.
He did it.
And he came in 5th out of 20 some odd people running, and from that point on, they knew that the gays were a block.
Yes.
And they were going to vote.
Yes.
Yes. And that was it. And
Yeah.
and he started the organization from there to give back to the community. And he's just got inducted to the California Gay Hall of Fame. And
he's still over there.
he died in
I'm so sorry.
2013.
Okay.
And
They celebrate the 10 years anniversary this past weekend.
Yes.
In San Francisco.
Yes, and I didn't get to meet him. I haven't been in the court that long, but he is a hoot. He was actually in the movie To Wong Fu. Had a cameo in the end with a couple other queens from the court.
Oh my God. Okay. All right.
So he's pretty famous.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and so that's our founder, and he passed on his reign to Nicole Murray Ramirez, who you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Okay.
that woman is incredible. Like her speech at Diversity Honors was like, holy, look her up. Okay, like she is incredible.
She's our queen mother of the imperial court system, and she presides over 70 chapters
all over the country.
all over the country, and Canada, and in Mexico. So
Okay.
we are international. The Florida chapter was founded in 2018, and we are the second newest chapter. There are chapters on the West Coast that have been there 50 years. They're celebrating 50 reigns. It's
Wow.
amazing the amount of work we do. And when you accumulate the amount of money that we've raised for our communities, it's millions of dollars.
Wow,
So
that is incredible.
It's an honor to be part of this organization.
So do you help LGBTQ plus people, or do you help the masses? Or does every chapter have a different like lifeline as to who they want to help?
We have during every reign that we choose our charity.
Okay,
so it's
perfect.
it's a different one because somebody he connects with somebody else, or we connect with somebody else, and I mean it's a lot of people. We cannot help everybody,
Of
but
course.
we try the best, and we have like seven
charities that we're
charities
supporting here in South Florida that are reign that we're raising money for.
Like who?
Julian's Fountain of Youth.
Who we love.
We love.
Yes.
Ruth Ministry at UCC Church. They do amazing work.
Mm-hmm.
They feed the
Project,
homeless. Pet Project.
Sue. I love me some Sue. I'm trying to get that lesbian in bed. Sue.
So where are you?
Sue, ¿qué pasa? I've never had a lesbian like stand me up ever, like in life, except for Sue Marino. She's the only one that has ever stood me up.
Well, when we give her the check, we'll make her sign her contract.
When I send her a text, I'm like, at least send me a heart back or something. She's gonna kill me for
Trans
that.
Social in Miami.
Love Trans Social.
Morgan
Mayfair.
He's been part of our
Yes.
court since the beginning. And then Compass in Palm Beach.
Who we love, of course,
they're
Max
amazing.
Fanning. We love Max
And
over there and that whole
fantastic
entire group.
people.
Wow,
and-
so you help some groups that are so near and dear to our heart here at FayWhat
Yeah.
Show. So that's
Yeah,
incredible.
so that's
And those are the ones that you folks chose,
That's
right?
what
those
we
are the ones
chose.
who you
Our
wanted.
reign
We
chose
this
that.
reign 5.
Yes.
Okay, and now your reign, did you all have to run for your titles at the same time?
Yeah, no, we
No.
yeah.
What you mean? No.
Yes.
confused.
Say,
No.
say it in Spanish.
Yes, no.
Say it in Spanish.
No,
She
no,
gotta-
because we don't have to run together.
She-
That's
we
what
run,
you mean?
no, we can run every year. There's an election for
Every year, so it's every year.
It's every year.
It could be like 5 emperors, 4 emperors, and they run for the title.
Okay,
And all the members, they vote for which one.
okay,
But it doesn't sound that it has to be together.
okay.
It's
But,
not-
but have you had this title for longer than a year?
No, you only run
You,
for one
and you
year.
only get to have it for 1 year.
1 year.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah. Last year was a princess consort, and he was a prince consort.
Okay.
Last year.
Those were your titles last year.
And we
Last
actually
year,
did run the
yeah.
year before. We did not win. So
What is entailed to run? Do you have to do like a pageant kind of thing? Is there like how?
It's a-
How do you
it's
run?
It's not a pageant. It's not a pageant at all. But I mean, you have to compete and you have to show
you're ready to step up.
you're ready to work for the community and ready to be there for the community.
Yeah.
If you like to do this work, I mean, it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work. But I mean, it's a lot of fun. You meet a lot of people.
Yeah.
I mean, and you represent your community, and I mean, where you from, whatever. I'm Puerto Rican. He's part Jewish. No,
Part Jewish.
Part Jewish.
Full Jewish.
Full Jewish.
Full Jewish.
I wonder what part.
I don't want to know.
Some people have seen that part.
At the pool party. Let's talk about the pool party where they saw that part. No. How was the hot dog eating event?
That was fun.
Like, I did the commercial for you
That
folks
was
because
fun.
I was like, oh, I have to do this commercial for Eric, right? Because it was just like a hot dog eating contest. How much fun is that?
It was so much fun, and we streamed it live on Facebook. And if anyone wants to go to our Facebook page, they can actually watch it. And just from that event, we raised $1,200 for our community.
That's
so
fantastic.
that's really what it's all about. For me, it's putting fun in fundraising, and that's really what our organization is based on, and giving back to our community. I grew up with my family in philanthropy, and it was very important to give back. And so I knew when I came out and joined this community, I had no option in my heart but to.
You were already raised that way. You were already raised that way.
Yeah, it meant so much to me.
You have kids and grandkids.
I do.
May I ask you when you came out?
Yesterday.
In the car before you got here.
Just came
Ahora mismo.
So I'm 60 years old,
Woo, yay.
and I came out at 54.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
Yeah.
Eric. That
Yeah.
takes big cojones.
Yeah.
Tell him what cojones
Yeah,
are.
that
He knows what
I
cojones
already
are.
know.
A little ball.
I might have had them in my mouth at some point.
But that takes, I really, again, it's not easy being a youth. It's not easy being LGBTQ plus youth right now. You kids know that. It's not,
No.
You help Julian's Fountain of Youth, who is a nonprofit that I also love. Julian's Reverse Quinceañera, Myrna's going to be in bed with us
Yes.
in a couple of
Oh
weeks
my
because the Reverse Quinceañera is coming up at the end of September.
30th.
Yes, September 30th, and I'm hosting the event. So we got to have, and to see when those kids went to Disney last year, I cried.
Yes.
Like I cried just seeing the
That's
post.
one of his main events.
Because you could
It's
just see the
such a beautiful
happiness,
event. Yeah.
So JFOY, right, Julian's Fountain of Youth, which is one of the organizations that the Imperial Court helps, they got to take 20 kids to Disney for their first time during gay days, and these kids that were 12 to 16 years old got to be their true authentic self in a sea of other red shirts of people that were just like them, and I get chills because Disney's not cheap, okay?
No.
Disney's not cheap, so to go take them for a whole weekend was a thing, and they had chaperones and everything, and it was just so beautiful.
Yeah, it's very
you know?
heartwarming.
And we
Isn't
have a
it?
show at the Wilton Collected every second Friday or every month. We have a show over there.
Oh.
7.
7 to 9.
7
The
to
court
9.
actually
At the
does the
court.
performances, and we raise money,
We
and
raise money
we
every
give it
single-
right back to the community.
Oh, and
So-
they do like a mix and mingle every Friday. So 2 Fridays of those, these folks and their beautiful court are there,
Yes.
like representing.
Yes.
Eric, so wow, I can't believe you came out so late.
So
Like,
I'll tell
wow.
you, the story's so fascinating.
Okay.
First of all, I was married for 18 years, had 3 amazing children.
And you have grandchildren,
I
too?
have 3 great,
Abuelo.
Beautiful.
stunning boys. They're amazing.
Abuelo Eric.
Yes.
Grandma.
And
More
so
like
I
a
got.
grandma.
Abuela Eric.
Abuela.
Oh, you can call me whatever you want. Yes. And so I got divorced from my wife. We're still friends, still
Good.
good friends.
That's awesome.
We're always there for our children. And I just kind of living my own life. And I met my partner, James Kirk, I call him Captain Kirk.
I bet you do,
Yes,
bitch. I would.
Yes, I do. And I met
He's a
him,
ginger.
Ooh,
6'2", ginger.
Yeah. Oh, those are 2 things that
Yes.
don't usually go together.
No.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Yes.
Do the
He's
drapes
very
match
handsome.
the rugs?
They do.
Yes.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
I can say yes.
What is it, pito
I can
rojo?
say yes.
¿Verdad? No, que se dice pito
Every-
rojo.
It's pink. It's all
Oh.
pink.
Pito pink. Uh-huh.
And a wonderful human being, and I went to Scandals one day with him, and I got tagged in a photo, and I hadn't really been out, and my friend saw the photo and texted me and said, God, I hope you're finally out. And it was like, Jim said, now's the time to make your own message, put
Write
it out
that.
there. And the next day I called my mom, who said, what took you so long?
Oh my goodness.
And
Parents always know. They just
it was
know.
She's really funny.
Is she?
Her
Oh,
mom
I
is
would
really-
love
I
to
never
meet
met
your.
her, but she's really
I would
funny.
love to see her meet your mom.
So she said, what took you so long? Your sister always said you were, and she loves Jim more than me. Definitely more than me. And then I called my ex-wife, and she said, whatever you need, I'm here for you. And my kids, it took them a while to get to
Because they were older. I
They're
mean, right?
older.
I mean, they were able to like, have their
They
own thoughts.
process it, but they was like, they didn't want to see their dad in a sexual way. So it was like kind of strange for them. My son cared less than my two daughters. And
How old were they?
my daughter's 33 and my youngest daughter's 24. She's in Chicago in law school.
Okay.
And my son and my daughter both live here in Fort Lauderdale.
Got
so
it.
my grandkids are here. I can see them whenever I want.
Oh
I'm
my
very
God.
lucky.
I love
I
that.
honestly
That's
have
a very
to say,
smooth. That's a very smooth coming
the
out.
transition
I mean,
was really crazy, and all my friends said, "God, we all knew. We were just waiting for you."
wow.
It was so weird.
Wow. When I've come out to somebody and been like, I'm gay, whatever, they're like, about time. And then my usual answer is like, why didn't you tell me then? You know what I mean? Like, what the hell?
And I said the same thing. No one ever asked me, so it's like I never had a reason to say anything.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Yeah,
I get
so
it.
that's my story.
I get it, but it's just, Eric, you're very passable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you're not all emperored out, right? You look like a normal dude, So it's like, I get it. Y tú, Leila, I mean, how long have you been here from Puerto Rico?
I got transferred from my work like 10 years ago.
Oh, okay. So you weren't there like for Maria and all that craziness that happened.
No, I was here. I was watching everything on the news and everything.
Freaked out?
Yeah. Well,
Your
yeah,
family's
from
there.
my family's
Yeah.
there. So
Yeah.
it was like, I have less family there, but I mean, I have a family everywhere. So now it's like, well, okay, but they're okay. Everybody was okay. Yeah.
Did you grow up doing drag or did you also do like Eric that was like, I'm going to wait till
No,
later, bitch?
No, girl. I grew up in the church all my life. I left church. I was 21 when I left, and that's how everything started. I went to Nashville for a summer, and then I came out, and I exploded the club. I went, wow!
She broke the door.
Wow, she broke the door.
Well, then I came back to Puerto Rico because my dad passed away, and I was kind of like in a closet. You know how it is? But I live in San Juan and my family's from Aguadilla. So
Okay.
I wasn't like...
Ponce. I'm from Ponce.
Oh, really? Oh, nice. Well,
But
it was
Puerto Rico, like for me, I think it's it's so welcoming, right? And there's so many LGBTQ plus people, right? But then en la misma calle, on the same street, you see the machismo, you see the toxic masculinity that is these macho Latino men. You know what I mean? They will all get a blowjob from a guy, but God forbid they tell anybody that they did. Am I lying though, Leila? Am I lying? And it's like, you're gorgeous. Be fluid with your sexuality. What does it matter? Like, I mean, I'm sorry, having somebody suck your dick doesn't mean you're gay. Okay? It could, but it doesn't necessarily.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. It can also mean try it. I don't know, Okay.
But when was the last time you went to Puerto Rico?
Como 3 años atrás.
Because now it's different.
What do you mean different?
Now you see the guys out there with their eyebrows and everything and makeup and everything. Say, is it gay? Oh,
And that's the
I think
thing.
I'm behind.
Right, are you behind?
I'm confused now.
There was a news story that came out about 7 years ago that said that the most beautiful people come from Puerto Rico. Like, it's just a genetics, it's the skin, it's all this kind of stuff, okay? I'm not saying that because I'm half Puerto Rican, trust, because there's a lot of effed up shit that come with being Puerto Rican. A lot of messed up, okay? We speak Spanish awfully. We think we get everything because we don't need it to get a visa or a green card. Like, we've got a lot of issues being Puerto Rican, trust me. But we're beautiful people.
Yes.
Okay, we're very good looking. And like that is one of the things that has happened to Puerto Rico. Everybody, when boys started like taking care of themselves and they were like called like what was it called? Like oh God. You know what I mean? Like
something.
Metrosexual.
Metrosexual.
Yeah, like when boys became metrosexual and it was just like,
I can do this.
I can do them. I'm gonna do my eyebrows. It doesn't mean I'm gay. It just means I'm pretty.
Yes.
That's how it happens.
Now I can get a blowjob.
And now I can get a blowjob because I'm pretty. Leila, do you have a partner? Are you married or?
No, I'm single, but I mean, I'm open.
Okay. But are you single a propósito or because you?
Well, after COVID, it was the last guy I was dating, and after COVID, everything was so fast and everything, job and everything changed, and everything is so different now. And now with this rain and everything, it's one thing to another, and I haven't think about that.
Okay, you haven't had the time for it because you've been so busy.
If they happen. It's not okay. Call me next weekend.
How much time does this take?
Oh,
How much time of your schedule?
For
Like you have
him?
appearances, you have events to raise more money.
Yes.
Like how many hours a week do you think that you've got to deal with?
With makeup, I have to do like 2
No,
hours
not makeup.
before.
Just anything. Well, just anything to do with Imperial Court.
it takes time.
It's every day.
It's okay.
It's a full-time job.
Okay.
Honestly.
Wow. Okay. Every day you're doing something for it.
An unpaid full-time job to give back to our community.
Okay, and you take that shit very seriously.
Beyond,
okay, like for example, like before the show, we always tell the guests like what you can do, what you can't do, blah blah blah. And you folks know I curse like a sailor, right? And so, and I'm like, Eric, you can curse him you want. He's like, oh no, I will not with my crown on. I'm like, you pretty bitch, what the hell, right?
I'll take it off and say a lot.
But my point is that, like, you know, you respect your crowns to that degree that you would never tatter it, you know, by disrespecting it by cursing in it. And I love that even more.
We try the best, but sometimes
Something that doesn't work. Beep, butter, beep. Is there a chain of command? I know that before you had different crowns, you had different titles, right?
Yes.
So if shit hits the fan and something goes wrong, do you have to go to somebody or does somebody have to go to you? Or how does that work?
Yeah,
Yes.
we do. At the beginning, I was in reign one. I was Princess Royale. The second reign, I was ICP, Imperial Crown Princess, and then reign 3, I wasn't available, and then reign 4, I was
Consort.
Princess Consort. So we have our Queen Mother, our Queen Father. We have the boar. Right after the
So
Queen Mother?
we are a 501c3
C3.
nonprofit. So we have a board of directors that runs the business side. We are the face of the organization and out there raising the funds for our group that give back. And then there's a College of Monarchs. So every year that we finish, that the reigning emperor and empress step down, they join the College of Monarchs, and they're the advisory group to the next reigning emperor and empress.
Okay.
And I'll add into this that a lot of courts now are going to an emprix a title, which is a non-binary title.
Oh my God, I love
so
that.
we now have in 5 courts.
We have
five bearded empresses.
The inclusivity that you guys are doing are huge.
Yes, you know, so it's
evolving.
It's evolving.
It's evolving. I
Yes.
love that. Are the other chapters also going to be inclusive?
Yes.
What is it? Inclusive. There, I can't even talk today. Dios mío. To non-binary folks.
They're the ones that have the
They open the
empresses.
chapters,
Yes.
That's
Yes,
wonderful.
and it took a while.
Okay,
You know,
who
there
gives-
are a lot
okay,
of
but-
old, you know, because some of these chapters are 40, 50 years old. So they're from the old school of drag, what drag's supposed to look like. But you need young blood to come in.
Of course.
That want to give back to your community. Otherwise, your chapter's not going to survive. And
course.
they're gender fluid and non-binary, and some of them are bearded, and they're beautiful people.
Yes,
and
yes.
they have the same heart of raising money for their community.
I love that.
So our mother court is in Kentucky, the Lexington court. They're reign 42, so they've been there 42 years.
Wow.
And they just elected their first empress, bearded empress.
Oh my God, that's
And
wonderful.
she's wonderful. Yes, we love her. and
I love that.
Layla's a half empress to her.
To her.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love
It's
that.
just my half sister.
Yes.
I love the inclusivity. So I have to ask, are there any cisgendered women?
Yes. Yeah.
Yay.
Yes, we are
Okay.
open to allies.
Awesome.
San
And
Francisco has a woman as an empress, reigning empress.
Yes.
yes.
Oh my God, you're giving me chills.
Yeah.
I love
Yes.
all of this.
it's
Oh my
completely
goodness.
open to anybody that wants to help the community.
And your title, you didn't choose that title. That title was given to
That's
you.
correct.
Right?
Yes, we don't choose our
Okay.
title.
Okay. And so, and for you, Leila, when it's like first Empress Latina Tropical Storm,
For Florida, yes. I'm the first
and
Latina.
it's, but is that the whole title? That
So
they're
that's her.
giving?
No,
No.
she picks her name, so she can pick whatever name she wants.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you gonna run again? Both of you?
Not right now.
Oye, Leila dice, estoy cansada. Oye, Leila's like, I'm tired, you know?
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, but I mean, we just started. It's 5 years. I mean, we don't know what's going to happen next year.
There are other courts that have emperor and empresses that do run again, but not back to back usually.
Not back to Some of them they have back to back, but not all of them.
Yeah.
Some of they were maybe like 3 or
No,
3
like you weren't available 1 year, so
Yeah.
like, you know, okay, all right.
I will say that I would not say no to running again in the future.
Okay, but you might give yourself a year off.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
2 or 3.
Okay. I'm going on sabbatical. I will be
We
gone
don't
3
have
years.
that title. We have that title. We don't have that title sabbatical.
Oh, sabbatical means when you go.
No, I know, but we as a court, we don't have that.
We can't go on sabbatical. No, we can't.
Listen, I'm
can
leaving
take
on
a
a
break.
mental sabbatical right now, right? Because everybody's driving me crazy in this world. So that's what I mean. Me tienen loco.
We
I'm
do
outta
that
here.
with each other all
We
the
do that with each
time.
other.
Yes.
But, and you folks are always together. Like every time I've seen you alone a couple times, but almost always you're with Leila. Like, is that like your rolled person? Is that the person that you're?
We are a team.
Okay.
When
Yeah,
we set
we
out to
represent,
do this, we set out to do it as a team.
Okay.
Yeah, we represent. So that's how the people they know him or the people they know me. So that's why we combine together.
Yeah,
So
yeah, no, and I love
like a
that.
mix
I
of
know that. I
everything.
love that, Eric. Like, you both know a lot of people together, pero también él conoce cierta gente y tú conoces otra.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And like, I love like the mixture of people. Another way to be inclusive, you know? And like, when I first thought about the Imperial Sun Court of Florida, of all Florida, I automatically thought it was going to be a very white organization. I thought it was going to be all men. You know, again, like you think of a stereotype in your mind, and then I started doing research, and then I met Eric, and then I met Leila, and then I met the whole other crew of misfits, because everybody looks so different and everybody's so spectacular in their own way, you know, and we need more organizations like yours.
100%.
Thank you so much for everything
Thank
that
you.
you do.
Welcome. Thank
What's
you.
coming up in the future? Anything fun that we can tell?
Yeah, we have a big pageant.
Okay.
We run a pageant every year, the Mr., Miss, and MX Gay Florida. It's September 16th.
All right.
Go on our Facebook page and you can sign up and run for a crown and be part of our community. That's really my partner, James Kirk, was the first Mr. Gay Florida
look at you.
2020. So.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
okay. I
so-
definitely want to be there for that.
Yeah.
So I will be there. You
Tomorrow
should join
night,
me.
Tomorrow night we have a live talk on Facebook with Jamie LaChoy. She's Empress, Sun Empress 4 with Jim Kurt. They're going to be
Oh,
live
yes.
on Facebook.
Jamie's awesome. What is her title?
She's Sun Empress 4.
Sun Empress
she
4.
was the Empress last year.
Okay.
So
Okay.
when you step down, you get your titles of Sun Empress or your number is.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Folks out there, if you're LGBTQ or you're an ally,
Yes.
right, and you want to do good for our community, these are the folks that you need to find out,
Yes.
okay? Because, hey, they take you how you are, they'll put you to work, okay? And you get a crown out
Right.
of it if you want to crown for something.
Yes.
So, I mean, how perfect is that? You know what I mean? And we're all queens anyway, right? So we might as well, you know?
You can never have too much bling.
No, I see.
Right. You can never.
I see.
Never.
Coño, but that's heavy too,
this-
Eric.
It's called it's my coaster.
Oye, but if somebody F's with you after a club, you can take that out and
Yes.
just go like
Okay,
that. And like,
table.
hurt.
Exactly.
Oh, y también, look,
Yes.
hello, drinks,
Yes,
drinks,
yes,
drinks,
exactly.
napkins, napkins, hello, yes. Or it could be a titty hole. It could be a,
Exactly.
Oh, that's a new. Oh, I need another one.
You need
or it could be an earring.
Oh, those are heavy.
Yeah.
No,
For
it's too heavy for an
Yeah,
earring.
yeah.
It'll be open my up.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for being on
Thank
my
you.
show.
Thank you
Thank you for
Yo
having
quiero
us.
tanto, de verdad. I love you both
Thank
very
you.
much. I
Thank
love
you.
how much you bring to our community. Keep on shining. Keep doing what
Thank
you're
you.
doing. Keep inspiring others.
Yeah.
To do what you're doing. I love the organizations that you chose. You couldn't pick 5 more perfect organizations, okay, that we know and love and that you should support also. And keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you. Thank you
so
thank you
much.
for bringing us on.
You kidding?
Yes.
You're going to come back on?
Yes.
Okay, next
We
time
will.
you have a big event, you need to come up and
I
we'll
will.
talk about it. All right, you
Perfect.
promise?
Gracias.
Promise.
Promise. All right.
Well, in January, we have coronation. I will step down. It's going to be January 19,
Mm-hmm.
19 to the 20th. No, 19,
19,
Thursday.
20, 21.
Yeah.
Okay, so January you'll be back then. Let's talk about your step down
Yeah,
in
that's how we're
January.
step down.
Let's do
We
that.
will.
I think that's the
Promise.
way we'll do it.
Promise.
All right.
Yes.
So find out about what they do at Imperial Sun Court, Florida. Okay, go on over to imperialsuncourtflorida.org and you can find Leila Cox and Eric Lipson by searching their names anywhere on Facebook or on Instagram as well. They're always doing a ton of great things for our community. If you want to do good for our community, they're the folks that you need to latch on to. Trust me. All right. We will be right back. So, did you enjoy the show? I know you did. So make sure to click subscribe so you won't miss any of the events, news, or interviews right here on the FayWhat show. Ring the bell at the bottom of the screen, right there, so you'll be alerted every time we're live. You can also click on the Happening Out Television Network logo so you can see all of the shows on the most diverse LGBTQ plus media network. Find out just what we're doing to bring the L and the G together right here on the FayWhat show. Get the week started with me.